Hello and welcome to another reaction video. This will be a Larry's Lounge reaction. So, there's been some tension between Larry and Joe lately, and Tom suggested that they sit down and talk about it and all that, which I think is good, because again, I don't want Joe to quit the lounge. This has actually gone on longer than I was thinking. So last time Joe said that, he was just kidding, but this was what, fourth video revolving around this craziness now. So let's see what happens in this, and let's hope that they make up in this episode. I guess we'll find out. I don't know that to be a certainty concerning the title of the video.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey, what's up? Hey, Tom.
Hey.
Larry.
Joe.
Oh, you're
Tom.
putting your hand on your...
Joe.
Excuse me, Tom.
Hey, got water?
I am going to grab water.
Yeah, let's sit down out in the den and talk.
I might grab a beer, too. The way your face looks.
No, I just want to have a talk, dude.
No, I know. I dread these talks. Gives me anxiety all week, dude. Like, I feel like there's such build-up. We could have just talked about it. I don't know.
I think we tried to talk about it.
Yeah, we did a good job.
Well, first I want to say, I regret getting so loud. I was in a bad mood. There's really no excuse for it. I mean, other than, I do have some issues,
Well, I mean, I appreciate your apology, if that's what that was. I mean, that's how I took it. That you were in a bad mood, and I think that maybe you said you handled it incorrectly. Is that kind of what I'm picking up? Is that wrong? Am I wrong on that statement?
There's things that...
Yes,
put it this way, there's things that I said that I probably shouldn't have said, right? But there was things that I really meant that I probably shouldn't have said the way I said it.
Why can't you just apologize for the situation at hand at first, and then kind of make it cool, but hey, look, I'm sorry for the way it went down.
I am sorry for the way it went down. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's perfect that you just said that, because you can save the last 5 minutes.
Are you sorry for the way it went down? I kind of feel...
I am sorry for the way I reacted to the situation. I mean, I can overreact. They get defensive.
Right, but I mean, you understand.
But I felt attacked.
One of the things is like I feel like I worded it wrong, because I was saying that you don't care about the channel.
Yeah,
right?
that really sets me up. That really grinds my gears.
Yeah, and I shouldn't have used that word. But when I get mad, I just say stuff that comes to my mind. Might not be the right word. And what I really was saying or trying to convey is it was about the effort. It's not about that you care. I really believe that you care. But I think that I just would like to see more effort.
Like the effort, from what I was gathering from what you were saying, is not necessarily here. The effort when the other days of the week when we're not filming the other stuff.
Yeah.
So I've been on Twitter.
When you're doing videos and everything, challenges and everything, you're giving me your top effort. I mean, the same thing.
That's what I appreciate, because I took it the other way. That you're saying I just don't care anymore. I just come here to catch a check.
No.
And that's aggravating me.
That's why I went at you with Twitter, because it's like and that wasn't the first time that I ever asked you or said anything to you about Twitter. It's been an ongoing thing.
Right, but it was more for me. It was just tweeting the videos, not necessarily the interaction. So, I've been trying to do better. I figured, well, let me just see if I can get on there and get on Twitter more often. And you were right. I noticed how many people were interacting with and how much fun it is. I forgot how fun it was. But, you get busy. You just don't do things as often. So, I admit that I should be doing that more, and I admit that I was wrong there.
All right. I appreciate that. I appreciate it, because, I mean, it is a big deal. That's a big deal to me, because, I mean, of course, I look at everything with this as a business.
Yeah, but see, that's an issue, though. It's not all business, though. There's a friendship and a hanging out and a camaraderie we have, and then there's the business side of it, right? So maybe we need to communicate better on the business side of things. That maybe you have to do, like, if you want to do more business on certain situations, maybe communicate the business side of things a little bit differently.
Well, that's the problem. Like, the business is always going to be top priority, right? Not that our friendship isn't important, but it's a business. It's just like, if you work, where you work, their top priority is their business, not their friendship with you.
Yeah, but
unfortunately, not unfortunately, but
different. But I mean, I don't know. Either way, we both agree that the situation the other day was awkward. I quit the lounge. I didn't necessarily mean I wanted to quit the lounge, but the way he came at me for it really irritated me, and then the fact that he still didn't really ever apologize, about the other stuff at Jeff and Terry's house, like, very easily, well, you knew I was getting set up, right?
Yeah.
So you could have very easily just brought towels if you thought maybe something was going to happen. I didn't, maybe you didn't know what was going to happen, but maybe there's an idea. Let me just bring towels just in case.
But you know what? See, that's what aggravates me is because, like, do you forget the whole thing where I said to you, text Nat, I'll go get you some clothes and bring them back to you?
Dad.
What?
You're getting aggravated. Take a breath.
And no, you know what I'm saying? Is like I said to you, Joe, would you like me? Maybe not in this tone. I didn't want that crap in my.
Man, let me just say that, and I get it, but Joe shouldn't have overreacted the way he did, but a couple of nights later, like the next video, that's when Larry was at fault too, because he could have handled it better and he didn't. But I get it. I used to have anger issues, so I get it.
I get that, dude, but very easy can be rectified by either one saying, hey, I'll run home and grab them towels.
I didn't to tell you the truth.
Hold on. Why you keep interrupting me? Now, I just want to talk for a second without you interrupting me. Is that okay?
Go.
Just once.
Go.
Sorry, Tom. I got upset. Let me relax. I apologize. I'm getting heated. I apologize. But, maybe that or anything else, dude. I lost my train of thought now because I was aggravated. My face was all red.
It was about me running home to get towels.
Anything, but why wouldn't you have just brought towels?
I didn't think of it. That's the bottom line. I did not think of that.
But realizing that you made a mistake there, how come you couldn't handle it a little differently when you were like, hey, look.
But see, that's what I don't understand. It's like, I told you.
Even if you didn't want me to know that you knew about that, right? Because you very easily wouldn't have towels, right? That'd be hard to explain, okay? Why would you have towels?
Right.
If you didn't know about it.
There you go.
But hey, let me run home and get towels real fast. I'll be right back. That could be that simple.
Right. I did not know about the bucket thing, right?
I'm sure you know.
All I knew is I gave them all the condoms to use for the that they were going to use, but they didn't. They told me they were going to fill it up with stuff, so I just figured you're going to get condoms thrown at you filled up with stuff. I didn't know they were going to dump a bucket on you.
It's disturbing to even hear that being said in a conversation, but
well, I'm just saying I had that bag left over from when we did the condom challenge like years ago.
The one with the water.
Yeah, when we did that, so I had a
but everything was fun.
But I'm just saying, well, why isn't that nothing's fun anymore?
No, but see, you get so you come at me for being deflective or defending myself. You get so defensive over things. No, well, no, they're not as fun as they are because now I feel like you're handling it more as a business than anything else. And I get that it has to be a business, but I feel like there's got to be a side by side here. We're friends hanging out as well, right? There's got to be a balance.
Yeah.
And I understand that means sacrifices on my end. I get it.
Oh, shit.
Well, even
Joe has a point. I didn't even think of it that way. I might have to do some research. Look at Larry's older videos compared to now.
what that argument that we had over there, I didn't expect it to get to a point where I always thought friendship is going to be there. To me, that's a given. I didn't want to be unfriends with you.
Well, I didn't assume that until you shut the door in my face when I came over here the next week.
Well, that's because I was really irritated that you quit on me.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. You shouldn't just say, hey, friends are the most important, and then you slam the door in my face.
And then I don't hear from you. But see, you got to understand, in my viewpoint, I told you I would go text Nat, I'll go there, get your clothes, I'll bring them back. As far as the towels, if you would have told me, why don't you just go to your house and get a couple towels and bring them back, I would have said, oh, yeah, that's a great idea. I'll go do that. But
I was heated. I wasn't thinking clearly.
Joe.
I'm
That's
sorry.
what I'm saying.
I wasn't thinking clearly in the situation.
Either was I. That's what I'm saying.
Good job,
I
Tom.
see where you're coming from.
That's
I get the perspective, dude. I feel like that maybe we're both a little too similar, and there's a lot of pressure on us right now, and maybe we should just slow down and focus on what we had that's good, and that's our friendship and the foundation that we have together. The three of us, we have a good camaraderie, good chemistry. Let's get back to having fun and kind of just...
All right, well, I'm going to come clean with something else.
Okay?
All right, that wasn't the only thing.
What does that mean?
I knew about what they put in your car and that beer that they put on the deck. I knew they were doing that.
Stop.
Yeah, and
You really know about that?
yeah, and also the egg.
I really thought you thought it was me. I really thought you did.
Yeah, and
That's
also,
good.
well, that's because I knew there was another. And the egg.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Tom, how does that make you feel? Did you know
I
about
was
it?
upset.
Did you know about it?
He already yelled at me.
You didn't know about it ahead of time. So when he came
Not
at you,
at all.
you thought it was real.
That
You came again, and again, you came out as harsh. Like, that was harsh.
First of all,
So maybe
let me.
Oh, I get. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. Yes.
How it all started?
I
Please let him
I
continue, Joe.
apologize. Yep.
They came to me and they asked about family should stick together. Joe's the troublemaker. Let's go after Joe. I told them my suspicions of you because
They're very good at that.
and you got to understand, Joe. I have suspicions. I've suspected Tom for a long time. I suspect you, and then I'll go off of it because I'll be like, hold it, Joe couldn't have did this. But I still suspected that you're part of the whole
In
thing,
one way or
right?
another, and
and
then-
I still don't really know because it's like, I don't know 100% anything. I don't know absolute truth of anything, right?
Yeah, there has been some weird stuff that's happened on this channel. Some prank sets went down. And I'm not 100% on who it is. They still haven't figured that shit out yet. I'm actually surprised by that.
I know is that something's going on, right? And then, so I was like, okay, well, I won't get anything happen to me if I join with them.
No, that logic makes sense, right? I mean, because like I said, and you know, I end up getting a lot of the brunt of the things a lot of times, but you do also get hit with stuff. It's not just always me. I just get the majority of it. You know, obviously because I'm slow and bigger. I mean, I get it.
Exactly, and that's the other thing. Is like I was going to say that, and I'm glad you brought the point up. Is that you know a lot of the times I wasn't in on anything. You know, what about the time when I got hit with all the carrots and stuff out there, and it hit me in the ear?
Dude,
I mean, you were working with them.
I wasn't working with them. I just didn't get hit with anything.
Well, it sure seemed to me like you were working with them. You knew right to go over there, and I'm over here.
Dude, I was not. No, they came over here and they
What
did the
about
same
the-
thing.
what
They
about
did the
the-
same thing they did to you. They made everything look hunky
What about
dory,
those
and they
golf balls they were throwing at me? You set me up.
look. I feel like that's neither here nor there of who set who up because you know I don't believe that I was ever the mastermind of anything. So I didn't set anybody
But
up.
you can see why I'm paranoid of this.
No, I get it,
of
but I
that,
feel
right?
like they play on that. I feel like they're like smooth talkers.
Yeah. But anyway, so
Well, at least Psycho Dad is.
business-wise, let's get back to that because this will always be a business to me, right? Because I mean, it is. It's a business, right? Not
A business you've been doing since 2015.
anything to do with our friendship. It's a business. So I'm thinking, why don't we go back? Since especially you say it was way more fun back then, right? We had a lot more fun back in the day, right? Why don't we go back to the way it was and we figure out what we can pay you per video instead of you get exactly what I get every month. So this way, if you're in all the videos, you're getting paid for all the videos. If you're not in all the videos, you're not getting paid. You're just getting paid for what you do. I think it's a fair thing.
Like, what is wrong with you? Like, what goes on in your head? Like, I feel like we're sitting here trying to be friends and trying to get back.
Whoa, okay, why is Joe freaking out? I actually thought that wasn't a bad idea. That makes sense. If I was running a channel like his, I probably would do that too. Because you can't expect to be paid if you don't show up for work. I mean, come on.
When we do fun, and you had to always bring it back to the business. Why do it now? I don't care if you want to talk about it, but why now? No, Tom, I'm sick and tired of it. It's always about the business, dude. Like, why can't we just hang out? Why can't we do it?
So what, you're just going to leave now?
Yeah, I'm going to leave. Because it's not worth it. You know what,
No.
dude?
What?
I've had more than my share of offers, okay? I'm not worried about the pay.
Oh, you've had offers?
Yeah.
Like what?
That's neither here nor there, dude.
guys.
Well, maybe you should take them then.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Dad.
I tried.
Joe. Ah, jeez. Joe,
What?
look.
Yeah, Tom, I'm over it, dude.
No, that. Look, just
No, I feel like I'm just getting treated like I'm here just to go to work. That's not how it should be anymore.
no. I
Killing the
understand.
vibe, dude.
No, this isn't how this is supposed to go down. I mean, I tried to get him to. I mean, I got him to the point where he was willing even to get you over to here for all this, and I'm sorry that turned out the way it is. There's a problem with context that happens, and it's not even just one-sided.
No, I feel that you're. No, look, I'm sorry, Tom. It's awkward for you. I understand where you're coming from, but I tried. I came back here in hopes that we can make amends. I feel like that we got there.
Yeah, but Joe, here's another thing. You shouldn't throw away the past fucking 8 years that you've been doing this with Larry. I mean, come on. What's the point of that?
And then as soon as I felt like we were good, he had to bring up the whole business crap again.
No,
like, why
I
can't
get
we
that.
have a meeting about the business later? Because I'm trying to separate it.
I'm not saying I disagree, but I just think that you walking away like this. I mean, how many years have you guys been friends?
Like 30?
Exactly. Like,
A lot.
Is something like this gonna throw away a 30-year friendship like this?
I don't know, man.
Is that
No,
worth it?
well, ask him, dude. Ask him. Because I don't know why I'm always the one that has to just take it.
Yeah, but you know how he is. If it were completely up to him, you wouldn't even come out tonight. You wouldn't have tried to talk about it at all. He tried to put in the effort. Granted, I had to push him a little bit, but still.
No, I hear you, dude. I know that he wants to make things look. All right, maybe. I'm not necessarily quitting, but I'm not filming tonight. Maybe. I'll talk to you soon, Tom. I'll hit you up.
So you'll think about it?
I'll think about it.
Okay.
You tried, Tom.
I could have gone better.
You tried, Tom. That's what's important right there. You tried to fix it. Joe shouldn't have freaked out, though. I honestly don't get it. I mean, I don't get his bug about the business thing. Yeah, he missed the fun, good old, good old days. But damn, Joe does need to calm down sometimes. I will say that much. So I'm kind of on Larry's side with this video. But yeah, I'm gonna go and end this video here. That was a crazy reaction. And a good first reaction back to the channel. Back to this channel, you know. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Stay tuned for the next one.